Oh, this is not an editing error. We have merch live. T-shirts, masks and all that. I'll leave a link in the description below. Do check it out. If you've been keeping up with the Huawei story, you'd know that recently, and by recently I mean about a year back, Huawei sold the Honor brand off to Shenzhen ZieXin New Information Technology Limited. Sorry if I murdered that. Now this means Honor phones now come with Google Play services and also have access to Qualcomm's chipsets and a lot more hardware than they've had in a long time. One of the first competitive launches from the new Honor, has been the Honor 50. Now, I've been using this phone as my primary for over a week, and today in this video, let's see how Honor's comeback phones performed. Hey guys, Ash here from C4 Tech, and let's get started. Now, the first thing I noticed when I started using the Honor 50 is that it felt very Huawei. The in-hand feel, the waterfall display, the 3D curves to the back, again, it felt very Huawei, and that's not a bad thing at all. I like Huawei designs a lot. Now here, the frame is plastic though, but we do get a glass back. Honor sells 5 color variants, and this is the emerald green that you're seeing here. There's also frost crystal, amber red, midnight black, and a very unique Honor code. The back's pretty glossy and it does pick up fingerprints very easily. It also happens to look nice. Especially this camera hump and the way the glass here reflects light, I feel it's pretty cool. Now, since I didn't do a dedicated unboxing video for this, here's what you need to know. Honor includes a 66-watt charger in the box, which is supposed to get the phone fully charged in under an hour, 0 to 60 in 30 minutes. There's also a pair of earphones included of the Type-C variety, which is nice since there is no headphone jack. Beat up, a soft case is also included, which is something I always appreciate. Now, the Honor 50 sports a 4300 mAh battery, and that means Honor's got the weight quite manageable at just 175 grams. Now, this is amongst the lightest phones out there. The 6.57-inch display with the curves is reasonably narrow, and it makes it easy on the hands. I love the colors on this panel. It's bright, it's AMOLED, so infinite contrast, and the refresh rate is a super smooth 120Hz alongside 300Hz touch sampling. The fingerprint scanner, it's present under the display and it's as fast and responsive as you'd expect it to be. That said, there are a couple of things that I dislike. Now, for starters, there is no mention of protection. There is no mention of Gorilla Glass here. Secondly, the hole punch, it feels a little too large. It feels last gen. Number 3, there is only a single speaker to the bottom and of course no headphone jack. And finally, this tray here can only take 2 SIM cards. No micro SD, not even nano memory for that matter. Now, despite these caveats, the Honor 50 feels nice to use. The user experience is quite good. The phone ran pretty cool. Under the hood, we have a Snapdragon 778G running the show. This is amongst the better mid-range processors out there. I've spent time with the 778G on multiple phones like the Realme GT Master Edition. Beat it up. Do you guys want to see a review of that one, or do you feel it's too late to do a review? I did test it. I just never got around to reviewing it. So if you guys want to see a review, let me know in the comments and I will get that done. Now, just like on those other phones, the 778G holds its own here. Well, you aren't gonna max out settings on all games. It does a fairly decent job of even pushing the higher refresh and manages to stay cool doing it. If I had to mention a con here, it's more about the battery life than the performance. It's not bad or anything, but 4300 mAh means you're gonna have to be a little conservative with your usage. Now, I still did manage to get a full day out of the Honor 50 each day that I tested it. And I love the fact that the phone is so light, but if your use case is a little heavier, this might be an issue for you. Now, moving on, the software, here's where I had mixed feelings. Technically, it is Magic UI 4.2 built on top of Android 11, and Magic UI has typically been a slightly tweaked version of MUI. But now that Huawei does not hold the reins anymore, some popular first-party apps like AppTwin are missing here. And I feel the default scaling is absolutely horrible. It felt so odd, not unfixable though, because I tweaked the DPI settings a little from developer options and it was all fine after that. But it is worth noting, largely because the separation from Huawei and hence MUI, the software here feels, it feels more stockish, yes, but also a little less polished. Swipe on screen to pull down the notification bar, which is almost a given on all interfaces these days, doesn't work here. It's just tiny little things like that that make it feel unfinished. None of them are game changers, and for the most part, the user experience was top-notch. Now, given the state of the software, I was quite curious as to what Honor had done with the cameras. Huawei's typically had excellent processing, and I was curious to see if Honor was able to carry that forward. And for the most part, I was pretty happy with what they've done. The primary is a 108 megapixel sensor paired with the f1.9 lens. As you can see, under good light, the images were pretty crisp and the colors were on point, so was the dynamic range. Under low light, the results still felt quite clean. Not flagship good, but definitely good. The secondary camera is an 8 megapixel ultra wide that produces crisp and color accurate images. The third and fourth ones are depth and macro thrown in there just to make up the numbers. With video, which has typically been a pain point for Huawei, I was pleasantly surprised to see the performance here. Video tops out at 4K 30, but we do get EIS at that resolution and frame rate combo. I was really happy with the results. The selfie camera is a 32 megapixel f2.2, which did get the job done. And hey, that's more of a merch. I'll leave a link to Red Wolf, who we've partnered with for a merch, in the description below to go ahead and buy a t-shirt or something. Support us. Now, Honor is pitching this as a phone for vloggers because it has that dual camera video feature. But to be honest, the selfie cam's decent. The rear video is good. But the whole meant for vloggers stick, it feels gimmicky. Anyway, with that, we get to the pricing. The Honor 50 is priced at $470, while phones like the Realme GT undercut it with more powerful internals, and others like the Mi 11T or even the OnePlus Nord 2 for that matter offer better internals at a cheaper cost. This kind of leaves the Honor 50 in a weird place. As a comeback phone of sorts, it doesn't do enough to call attention to itself with the feature set, and it isn't priced aggressively enough to call attention to itself with value. So basically what we are left with is a good phone that's not really going to be considered or even noticed by a lot of people. To me personally, I feel Honor's done enough that I'm interested to see, this price, this feature set, I might not buy it, but I'm most definitely interested to see what they do next. The Honor 60 series is expected to be announced on the 1st of December, and fingers crossed they have a stronger product lineup. Because as end consumers, competition is always great for us. So there you go, my 2 cents on the Honor 50. Do you agree with my thoughts here? What do you think? Leave a comment down below. Do let me know. And with that, we get to the end of this review. Thumbs up, thumbs down based on whatever you felt about it. Subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that bell icon if you haven't yet. And thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4E Tech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.